Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM.
Baka naman pwede.
Baka naman pwede.
Baka naman pwede.
Mga isyung napapanahon, ating pag-usapan.
Baka naman pwede.
Gamit ang mga pananaw mula sa iba't ibang kalinangan.
Baka naman pwede.
Mula sa Institute of Philippine Culture, kami inyong samahan, tayo'y maghuntahan. Dito lang sa
Baka naman pwede.
Tuwing Huwebes, alas 3 ng hapon, dito lang sa Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM.
Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM.
And there was another drive-by shooting
fire we
today
reported at
downtown.
the fire hall is still burning out.
Do you sometimes feel confused or lost in the complications and complexities of life? Do you feel drained, listless, or exhausted from the daily burdens and responsibilities? Why not seek our campus ministers on air every Tuesday from 2 to 3 in the afternoon? Listen to our counselors from the Loyola School's Campus Ministry Office as they ground our lives in our faith, in our school's spiritual tradition. Campus Ministers on Air. Be guided, be inspired, be blessed. Listen to our campus ministers on air. Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM.
Feeling blue? Ever thought of looking into the bright side of things? Let us help you out. Join our light, engaging, and inspiring conversations with our chaplains on air. Hosted by Father Junji Bargayo and Father Henry Ponce of the Society of Jesus. Chaplains on Air. The chaplains are now in. Here on Chaplains on Air. Thursdays at 6 p.m. only on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Coming up next, New Wave on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Radyo Katipunan. Radyo Katipunan. Radyo Katipunan. Radyo Katipunan. Mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay at tenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng kwela. Radyo Katipunan. Radyo Katipunan. Radyo Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero sugod, todo sa kayod, dunong at tulog. Lipat na Blue Eagle, galing giting nagigil. Blue and white, one big fight. Radyo Katipunan. Radyo Katipunan. Radyo Katipunan.
If it's entertainment you crave, catch us on New Wave. Surfing through the latest on our shores. New Wave. Every Wednesday from 5 to 6 p.m. New Wave. See you there. Hi everyone and good afternoon. Coming to you live on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM via Zoom. I'm Max, and when it comes to what's happening, I'll serve you the facts. So please take this next hour to sit back and relax because this is New Wave. So we were off air last week, but welcome to November. It's the second to the last month of the year. It's just a little bit more until Christmas. So super excited for that. A lot of things to look forward to. It's going to be an eventful November and it's going to be an even more eventful December. So stay tuned. Watch out for our social media. Look at all those stuff. And yeah, we'll see you soon for some Christmas things. So now let's get to it because there's another very important event happening in December. So joining us today is the multi-awarded singer, host, songwriter, and all-around entertainer. Among his many other talents, he's also a toy maker and a YouTuber. He is known as the first Filipino to win the World Championships of Performing Arts, and in media, he's known as the voice and the singer's singer. So please welcome Mr. Jed Madela. So hi!
Hello, hi
Jed.
Max. Hello,
Hi.
hello everybody.
Hi, we're so excited to have you. So first of all, non-work related, how have
Mhm.
you been and what have you been up to lately?
I just came back from a pretty short break. We went out of town, overnight lang. But
Oh,
once in a while, you really have to just stop and take a break. So yeah, for the past weeks, I've been very busy with. Aside from TV guestings, I just had my first solo art exhibit, and
yeah.
yes, in Green Hills at the Sinta Gallery. And the past weeks have been crazy. I had to finish so many art pieces, and since it was the first time, I really didn't know what to expect. But it was successful, and it's still up until now. It's gonna be the art pieces are gonna be there until the 14th.
Oh, okay, cool.
So yeah, if you happen to be in Green Hills, just check it out at the Sinta Gallery.
Of course. So congratulations on that. And can you tell us a little bit about the art pieces you have? Because based on my memory, someone told me some of your toys that you crafted are there as well.
Yes, actually, everything that's there, the toys, paintings, they're like sculptures. They basically are they're the toys that I make are resin toys. They're art toys. They're not the ones that
Yeah.
kids play with. These are
Yeah. Mhm.
collectibles, and I don't know. Ever since I was a kid, I really loved to create my own toys. My parents were the type who didn't really splurge on toys for me. So if I really wanted something, I had to work for it. And most of the time, I just get tired of asking for it. I just make
Yeah.
my own toys then. And I guess that started from there. And then it has always been inside of me. Anything and everything which is related to art, it's it's
Yes, yes.
it's it's in me. So yeah, lately during the pandemic, that was when I rediscovered my love for making toys once again.
Right. And it's a wonderful skill to have. And I saw that one of our favorite people on earth, RM, would always view your DMs when you'd send him your
Oh
toys, your gummy bears. I saw
yes,
those. That's so cool.
I know.
Mm.
Being a fanboy, sometimes you just take a chance. You know that
Of
they're not.
course.
They're very busy. You don't expect them to be on social media most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually sent that first message because I know that he's fond of art, right? We always see
Yes,
him post
super.
stuff on in
Mhm.
museums, and I said, why not? Let's. I'll just post one of my
Yeah.
creations, and then I think that was a December, and then I just completely forgot about it. I actually sent it to all seven.
Oh, okay. Back
All
when all
seven.
seven of them had Instagram.
Yes, yes. So I completely forgot about it, and after a few months, I went back to the DMs and started checking, and then I
Yeah.
saw RM. There was this heart, and it's seen, and it's like, although he didn't reply,
Oh my
he did not
gosh,
reply, but at
still.
least that he saw it and he made an effort to put a heart on it. So
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. Yeah, that was like I
Yeah.
remember that was 2 in the morning, and all of my friends and family were probably asleep, and I didn't have anybody to share it with. But knowing the army, I just took a screenshot and posted it, and everybody went crazy.
Yes, I was awake when you posted it. Oh my gosh, but that's still so cool. He still double tapped. I mean, wow, that's
Yeah,
fun.
and it
So
didn't
yeah,
it didn't happen just once because
yeah,
after it happens, you gotta take another chance. So I
exactly.
greeted him on his birthday, and he saw the greeting, and
Mm-hmm.
then I posted the invite for my exhibit, and then yeah, he also saw my posts. So that's enough for me. That's enough for me.
Exactly. The thread is there, and you never know. What if he just comes here? You see him namjooning in one of your exhibits.
I
You never
know.
know. You
Yeah.
shot your shot respectfully. So that's
Yes.
really cool. And so we're talking about your fanboy side, but also how does it feel like to have a section of grade one named after
Oh,
you? That is quite an honor.
I know. I was really surprised because the story behind it. One of my co-collector friends, another collector of toys, he graduated from that school in Cotabato. The
Okay.
name of the school is Albert Einstein School, and he was invited for a reunion, and then he saw the grade one section Jed Madela and took a photo of it, sent it to me, and he told me that the owners of the school are fans and are really supporters of Filipino, not just Filipino artists, but Filipinos who has brought pride to the country. So
Right.
it's not just me. So there's other sections, like there's a Lea Salonga section, there's a Heidelin, there's a Manny Pacquiao. So yeah, and he sent me the photo, and I really hope that I get to visit the place one of these days.
Of course. That would be fun. Like taking a picture with your section and of course the teacher who made it happen.
I know, and probably there could be the next Jed Madela in that section, right? Probably somebody who loves to sing,
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
maybe I could like do a one-on-one training with that student, right?
Right. And on that note, I know that over the pandemic, you started to enjoy mentoring people, up and coming
Mm.
singers, and helping them grow. So, can you tell us a little bit more about that and how you actually found your love for it?
Well, it all started in 2005. I joined my this was the biggest competition that I joined, the World Championships of the Performing Arts. People know it as the W Copa, and I was the first Filipino to join and win the grand prize, senior grand champion performer of the world. They call this the Talent Olympics. It's not just a singing contest. It's
Right.
not just a dance or
Mhm.
or acting contest. It's a total competition. So regardless of whatever talent you have, if you're a total package,
Yeah.
you get noticed. So
Mhm.
it all started there, and you know, eventually I was trying to find my purpose in the industry. I've done everything, almost everything, like done concerts. I've collaborated with all my idols, in
Yeah.
recordings and concerts. And I said, what's next? What's next for Jed Madela?
Right.
So I said, why not, pay it forward? Why not,
Nice.
share what I've learned through the years? And I guess that has become one of my goals in life as an artist,
Right.
to pay it forward and share whatever lessons or experiences I've learned through the past, and give these young ones
Of
a
course.
platform or a boost, or because I see myself in them. I started in 2005. I come from a
Mhm.
province in Iloilo, and when you move to Manila, you're the typical provinciano, that you're the timid and shy type. Of course, nobody's gonna notice you because you're just quiet in one corner,
Yeah.
and it's kind of difficult. It's kind of difficult to get noticed. So in my own way, since I've already kind of established, a platform in this industry, I want to use my name and my
Of
my my
course.
reach for these young ones to be noticed as well.
It's a very big help for them and also a dream come true because you're the Jed Madela and the Jed Madela helping you make your dreams come
Uh,
true. That
Thank
in itself
you.
is like something. So let's backtrack a bit. Before the contest, before everything, before your near 20 years
Mhm.
of a career, where did your love for music start? Like what was the
Ah,
beginning? What was the origin story?
okay. So I actually come from a musically inclined family. Everybody in the house, in our family, is inclined to doing something with
Of course.
music.
Yes.
So every day, as far as I could remember, when bata pa ako, I would wake up hearing somebody sing or seeing somebody dance or somebody playing the piano or playing the guitar. So not a day would go by without music in our house. So my dad is a choir teacher, and he would bring his choir to the house, and he would train them there. I guess that was my first exposure to lessons, to music lessons, because I never had formal training.
Oh,
I never had
okay.
music lessons, voice
Wow.
coaching.
Mm-hmm.
So it was all, just observing my dad teaching the choir. And I would just go to the karaoke and play music and just sing along. And then my dad noticed, um, and he made me sing. And then that's when, it all started. And he would try to teach me whatever he knows.
Wow, that's so cool. I didn't know that you never got formal training, but
No,
still it led to
my
this.
my training was always just family gatherings, family parties, yung
Of
tipong,
course.
yeah, they would, okay,
Mm-hmm.
Jed, sing for your tito and tita, sing for the visitors. They would put me, when I was small, they would put me on top of a chair or on top of the
Yeah.
table, and they would make me sing. And yeah, that was my performances when I was younger, and it was just actually a hobby.
Yeah.
Never did it cross my mind that it would become
Wow.
my career. So it was just wala lang. It was a hobby. Yeah.
Right, but still, it was the path you were meant to take. So, next up, a while ago you mentioned you went from Iloilo to Manila, and you were
Mm,
very young then. So that must have
yeah.
been very scary. So, like, how did you decide to take that leap of faith? And once you were in Manila, how did you start being brave?
Well, yeah, I finished school. I finished college pretty early. I skipped 2 years. I finished when I was 19, 18, 19. And
Wow.
yeah, I had this feeling that I really felt that I did not belong because my
Mm-hmm.
batch were pretty older than me and everybody had their
Yeah,
own
that's very
plans
young.
already.
Mm-hmm.
And the main reason why I went to Manila was to apply as a flight attendant.
Oh, wow, that's very
Yeah,
different from what you're doing
very
now.
far. Yeah. So um in those years, I think that was the most sought after career, to be a flight attendant. And you get to travel, you get to dress nicely and talk
Yeah.
properly, and ang ganda. It's like,
Yeah,
wow,
yeah.
grabe. And people just look up to you, like especially in some certain airlines that they pass by in front of you and they're like, wow, galing, I want to be like them. So
Right,
that
right.
was really the original plan. So after college, my dad sent me here to Manila to apply as a flight attendant. But for some weird twist of fate, it never happened. I auditioned for a band here in
Mm-hmm.
Manila, and then I got accepted, and then the flight attendant idea kind of just
It
disappeared.
disappeared. It
Yeah,
flew
so
away.
I had so much fun singing, and the thought that I was only 19, I was like,
Yeah.
okay, let's just be serious after a couple years. Let me sing first. So yeah, that's how everything started.
But wow, 19 is really young to be establishing your career already because like at
Right?
19, that's when I just started college and I feel like I didn't know anything at all back then. So that's like crazy that that's when you
Yeah, it's kind of
started.
difficult. It's actually kind
Yeah,
of difficult because you don't know where to position yourself. Am
exactly.
I gonna be like seriously looking for a stable job, or can I still enjoy my youth? Or because I didn't know, because my friends were already like looking for a job, but
Yeah,
people my
yeah.
age were still in school. Some of my
Exactly.
friends my age were in another another school, and still having fun. So I felt lost. I felt lost. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't have my own age clique or something. So
Yeah.
yeah, I said, why not? Let's just sing. Let's just have fun and enjoy my time for now.
Exactly. And I see now that like you becoming a singer, it was really the path that you were meant to take because like everything that happened in your life really just pushed you in that direction and led you there.
Oh
And I
yeah,
really right, and I really believe that you're led to where you're meant to be. So
yeah. And you
now,
know what?
yeah.
What's funny is that my dad didn't want me to be a singer, because
Mm-hmm.
before me, I had uncles and aunts who were very
Cool.
active in showbiz as well.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
because of the hectic schedule of showbiz, they weren't able to finish school.
Of course.
They were touring and stuff, and then they started a family already without finishing school. So my dad didn't want that to happen to me, so he didn't allow me during the time of That's Entertainment pa before.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Um, there would be agents getting me already, but then my dad said, no, you have to finish college. And then when I finished college, I started singing. And then when he found out that I dumped being a flight attendant to become a singer. He got mad. He pulled me
Oh my
out of the
gosh.
band.
Yeah.
He brought me back to Iloilo. But as what you said, fate
Mhm.
has its own plans.
Exactly.
No matter how you get pulled out of that, if that's what's made or planned for you, you
Right.
manage to go back to that spot.
Right. There's really no stopping it. Now, out of curiosity, also, you took a business course in college.
I know. I majored in business administration,
Yeah.
Bachelor of Science and Commerce in San Agustin, Iloilo,
Mm-hmm.
and I never, I don't know, I never used it.
You never
Probably just
used it.
no.
Okay.
I probably just handling my finances and stuff, personal stuff. But to really work in an office,
Mhm.
I never worked in an office or in a
Yeah.
office setting at all. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was actually about to ask you, like, was there any lesson in college, especially taking a course that's a bit unrelated to your career now, that you still apply to being like a musician?
Well, yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
think there are things that you learn in school, in college that you get to apply, especially when in business. Of course, number one, showbiz is not stable. It's not
Yeah. Yep.
forever. So,
Mm-hmm.
when you're up there, might as well grab the opportunity, try to save and try investing, try to put up your own business and and apply what you learned in college, right?
Of
So yeah,
course. Of
I've
course.
learned a couple things here and there, but I haven't had a business yet because the schedules don't permit me,
Of
but
course. Of course.
that's really one of my goals as well, to come up with my own business outside showbiz, like probably a restaurant, a cafe, or clothing or whatever. So something really far from showbiz, because I think you need to have something like that in order to fix yourself if ever you get so toxic already with
Mm-hmm.
where you have to move, just change your environment.
That's right. That's advice that's always given to me actually. You need to have like that separate outlet that's like
Mm-hmm.
different from what you do so that you can kind of like detach it, pull away from it.
Yes,
And it's also helpful for what you do because now you can go back to that with fresh eyes. So,
that's true.
right. I see the wisdom in that. And you have a lot of outlets. You are very artistically inclined. And I just want to ask you so, like, you make your toys, you make them out of resin. That in
Mm-hmm.
itself is like a different art process and discipline from being a musician. But you, being like one of the only people I know who is both a toy maker and a musician, can you find similarities in both art forms?
Well, I guess number one would be your self-expression.
Self
Your
expression.
self-expression, yes. Like when you sing, it's basically expressing what you feel, telling a story, and trying to relate to people who listen to you. It's the same thing with my toys. For me, I think an artist is a medium, I guess, for expression. And with my toys, the toys that I make are representations of me. I have this
Mm-hmm.
character. His name is Voodoo, and he is
Voodoo.
a rag doll. And the story of Voodoo is it dates back to 2011.
Yes.
He was just a sketch. I would sketch backstage before shows,
Mm-hmm.
and just it's like a diary.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever happened to me during that day, I would just draw. Like if I ate
Nice.
a burger, I would draw Voodoo holding a burger, and um, I have this notebook of all my doodles. And one day, one of my art toy designer friends saw my post, my
Mm-hmm.
character, and he told me, why don't you make it into a toy? So that's when
Yeah.
Voodoo started. So it's an expression of personal feelings and things
Right.
that I've gone through toys and music as well.
Nice. You know what that reminded me of actually? Before we went on air, we were talking about BT21s. So it's like
Yeah.
you have your own because like Cookie, who is here, Cookie, Jungkook, it's
Yes.
not Jungkook, but he also goes through things like that, like his story, and it
Yeah.
was a way of self-expression. So
It
you did it for
represents
Stella.
yeah, without me even knowing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So because the main reason why I created Voodoo is because
Mm-hmm.
he was very easy to draw. Because if I
Yeah.
would draw my
Mm-hmm.
my real face and my real body, it would take me
Yeah.
like very long. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was a simple drawing, just like with BT21. It's very
Yeah,
simple, and eventually it kind of revolves. It kind of develops itself
of course.
in time. Yeah.
That's so cute. So now, time. What is the key to longevity in your career? Because like we've seen you through so much, so many different eras, so many different albums. So what's the key to longevity? And I guess also reinventing yourself while remaining authentic.
Reinvention is really important because
Mm-hmm.
people get bored easily, um, and in this country of ours, we have so much talent.
That's
Every
so
minute,
true.
every
Mm-hmm.
second, there's a new talent coming out.
Right, right.
Especially now on social media, it's very
Yeah.
convenient
Mm-hmm.
for talents to be discovered. So during our time, it was kind of difficult because I kind of got into the business early 2000, and there was
Yes.
no social media then, or it was not that popular. So we really had to start from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
We had to establish our name. We had to establish our style of singing.
Right, right.
Like during the time yung mga kasabayan ko was Christian Bautista,
Mm-hmm.
JR, Billy Crawford. So we would come out in shows, but we had to have our own identities. So I
Yes,
think
that's
that's one
true.
important thing for people to remember you. Um, and for me, I guess it was my high notes. I was the only
Yeah.
guy na bumibirit na who was belting. And for me, I guess the longevity depends on your work ethic, I guess. It's how you deal with people around you more than talent. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's your personality, it's your attitude
Personality.
towards work and attitude towards the people you work with. Because there may be artists who are amazing, crazy talented, but are kind of difficult to work with. So I personally I'd rather work with somebody who is a so-so artist, but
A people's person. Mm-hmm.
fun to be with,
That's so
who
true.
knows how
Mm-hmm.
to listen, who knows how to take criticism, and who does not have that mayabang feeling. So I'd
Right,
rather
right.
work with somebody who is just normal than somebody super talented but so stuck up there.
Of course, of course. So you brought up like how back then social media wasn't what it is now. So I think you'd be the perfect person to ask how has social media impacted the music industry here in the Philippines?
Well, for me, I think there's always a good and bad side of anything. With social media, as I mentioned earlier, things became really small. The world became really small because before, when we would release an album, a CD or a cassette, you would have to wait for it to be mailed to you, or when you order, it has to be shipped to wherever you are, or you have to go to the mall to buy it. Buy the
Mm-hmm.
physical copy. But now with social media, once it's uploaded, you get to listen to it in a snap. I mean,
Right,
when the
right.
artist says, "I'm gonna be releasing a song at 12 midnight," everybody can listen to the song at 12 midnight. So it's that fast. Um, on the negative side, I guess not naman siya negative, but it's more of the people kind of have, because they have so much to choose from. They kind of
Mm-hmm.
have short attention span nowadays,
Ah, yes, yes.
right? Na
I see
when
what you
they
mean.
hear this song and yeah, I love this song, and then here comes another song. Oh, I love this song, and he
Mm-hmm.
forgets about
That's
the
right.
previous song. So it's kind of hard.
Mm-hmm.
Notice nowadays, the songs that are put out into the in the airwaves, don't stay that long
That's
anymore.
true. That's right.
Compared to songs in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, they still are being played until now.
Mm-hmm.
But songs now, they have like short shelf shelf life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have
So
shorter
that I guess
lifespans.
that's the downside of social media, I guess.
Yeah, of course. But very insightful. So let's acknowledge some comments for a bit. And to the people in the comment section, if you have any questions also, you can just send them our way. So for my dad, Gino Cruz, he said, "Good afternoon po." So, hi, Daddy. Hi.
Hi, Sir Gino.
Hi, Daddy. Of course, one of our weekly viewers, Maria Victoria Eda Ponan, said, "Good afternoon po. God bless." So, God bless you too. Good afternoon.
Oh.
Hello. And from Sally Galang Kunanan, good afternoon, Jed, heart, heart. From Zaya
Aw.
Casino, hearts for you. So that's all for you. Looks like the hearts on your
Thank
shirt. The
you.
heart on your shirt.
Oh yeah, I know. The heart. There. Hearts
Yeah,
for everybody.
of course. It reminds me of Tata actually. Let's fangirl for a
Yeah.
bit now, shall we?
I know Tata over here. Yeah,
Exactly. Wait,
to
I
those who
have
do not know, Tata is a character of BT21.
there's somewhere behind me. I guess
Yeah,
there's small
I
because they're
can
in my
see
back, but
them.
they're all there. And then I have V over here. So like
Oh,
just in front of me for every show ever.
Hold on. I
Oh my
think
gosh. Okay, we're going. Okay, this
uh,
became a merch hall. Let's
I
go.
know. I was gonna get something, but I kind of
Yeah.
tripped on something. You guys can still hear me, right?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Okay. I also have this, and
Oh,
you know, yeah, I'm a fanboy. So
yes. Yes. So like I'm going to ask you the
wait,
age-old
I'm gonna show
question.
you one
Yeah.
more thing.
Go, go,
Hold
go.
on.
What's it?
Oh no, not
Oh
that
my,
one. There.
oh my goodness.
All right. So yeah.
Wallpaper.
Okay,
The
in a
phone,
fanboy.
I mean, the phone itself, that's, it's the flip phone.
Oh yeah, and
The
even
flip
this
phone.
one.
Oh, you have it. The
See, I
BTS
told
one.
you I'm a crazy BTS fan. I'm an army. So,
Exactly. And I see your covers of BTS songs. You even sing in
oh
Korean.
my gosh, yeah.
Oh
I
my
don't
gosh.
speak
Okay.
Korean, but I
Yeah.
listen. I guess that's one thing that you get to learn when when you perform in ASAP. You know, they give you
Mm-hmm.
study CDs or study material, and you have to listen to it and you have to perform it on the spot. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's how I learn Korean songs.
Fun, fun. So, like, of course, the question that they always ask us fangirls, it's in Korean. You don't understand it. Why do you like it? What's your answer?
Oh, I think in general, for me, I can apply that with music. With music,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
because like music has this certain magic if
Okay.
it's done properly,
Mhm.
right? You know that a song is sad if you listen to it, and you know if it's happy, right? So I think it's the same thing.
Exactly. That's what
Without
I say.
researching about how what the song means in Korean or in English, um, it has a certain magic that's going to draw you into
That's
that
so
song.
true.
And then when you get drawn into the song, that's the time you research and learn, okay, this song
Exactly.
sounds sad, so I'm going to research what does it mean? What are the lyrics in English? And then true enough, it's sad, right? So
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's the magic of music and of art as well. It doesn't have to talk to you, literally. When you like look at the painting and you feel something, I think that's also the same thing with
That's
how
true.
Korean songs are, and
Mm-hmm.
that's
Mm-hmm.
that's one thing that I really admire with Koreans is that they know how to make emotions into music.
Right. Right.
But
That's so
also
true.
Filipinos,
Of
grabe,
course.
hugot. Tayo ang hugot ng music industry, right? So yeah, I guess that's the magic. That's the magic that you cannot really explain.
That's right. I super agree with that because I say the same thing. Like when you listen to the song, even if you don't know what the words mean yet, it's how they sing it also.
Yeah,
You really feel it. You feel the emotions. You know when it's supposed to be sentimental, sad, uplifting. And then when
mm-hmm.
you look the lyrics up, you're like, yes, confirmed.
Exactly.
This is
Yeah.
how your feelings are. So, okay, I want to talk about hugots and stuff. Since we're talking about how OPM Philippines, hugot capital of the world, let's be
I
real
know.
here. We have,
Yeah.
right? We have the word hugot for a reason. So, like,
Yep.
you as a singer, of course, you make yourself very vulnerable when you write songs, when you perform songs, especially on stage with in front of an audience.
Mm-hmm.
So, first of all, number one, how do you put feelings into everything you do? And number two, do you ever set a boundary with yourself? Like when you're performing or writing a song, like is there like, okay, I'm going to share up to this much, but this is just for me, or do you pour it all out?
Uh Normally I don't give myself limit.
That's good.
Whatever I feel on stage, whenever I feel during a performance, I give it my all. Um when I was yeah, I guess when I was starting, everything was so
Mm-hmm.
calculated. I think it
Oh,
was
okay.
everything was so planned and practiced. When when I sing this first verse, it has to be like really I have to be so extra sad, and then the second
Yeah.
verse I kind of like open up, and
Mm-hmm.
it was very calculated. I guess that's how it is with when you're new, I guess.
When you're
And
new.
I think it's all about experience. It takes time. And whenever I do, whenever I become jurado in Tawag ng Tanghalan, that's what I always tell the contestants. Don't hold back. Don't hold back, because you're given that responsibility of relaying a story to people who are hearing or listening to you. So do not hold back.
Don't
Give
hold
it your
back.
all. Give us the story, how you understand the song, how you understand the meaning of what you're saying or what you're singing. So, because you will know if
Right.
somebody is holding back. You will know if somebody is just, acting. Um,
That's true.
so, be sincere. That's one thing that I always say. Be sincere in singing, in performing, or in anything that you do. Be sincere, be real, because people will know if you're putting up an act.
That's very true. That's very true. They tell us that all the time. And then, like, what you said actually reminded me of something that we were taught in Ateneo, in theater. They always say, get out of your head. And I was reminded of that
Yeah.
because you say, like, at first you're conscious, you're feeling like, am I
Yeah.
doing the right thing? Is it good enough? Is it coming out weird? Is it coming
There's a
across?
reason why they gave you that role. There's a
Mhm.
reason why they
Yes.
gave you that responsibility, because they know you can make it happen, right? If you
Right,
keep on
right.
thinking of what will my director say, what will the audience say, you won't give it your all. You're gonna give, just what people want to hear, which is like,
Mm-hmm.
no big deal, because it's going to be the same if you're gonna copy a cover, you know. But if you're given a cover, make something more beautiful out of it, make it yours. That's
Right.
why, di ba, lagi nilang sinasabi na, yeah, ang ganda ng boses mo, pero katunog mo yung singer eh. Make it your own.
Ah,
It doesn't
okay.
mean that you have to make it sound different.
Mm-hmm.
It means that you have to interpret it in a way na kumuha ka ng hugot kung saan ka,
Yeah.
where I'm sure everybody has those baul of emotions, right?
Of
So if you
course,
sing
of
about
course.
in love ka sa isang tao pero hindi ka niya mahal, I'm sure we all experienced that already.
Right.
So maghanap ka doon. What makes your experience unique and more different from that other person na ganun din yung nararamdaman niya? What makes it a Max song? What makes it a Jed song? Or what makes it a performance by Max or performance by Jed? So that's one thing that you really have to master. And how do you do that? I think it's time and experience and just doing it,
Right.
and not thinking about what other people will say. If they don't like it, it's not your problem. That's how you want it, right? So ganon lang. You can't please everybody.
That's so true. Thank you, Jurado. I'm learning today. This is
Right?
I'm learning today. This is very good. And I'm sure like a lot of people in our audience, especially the 19-year-olds starting college, the ones finishing college, they're all hearing this and saying, like, okay, perfect. Life advice that's ready for a new chapter of life. So actually I want to ask you about that because like making covers your own, apart from like the feelings, let's go like more into the technicals and the styling of it. How do you make a song your own while still respecting and staying true to what the original composer or artist would intend?
Yes, that's very, very important, because I've experienced a couple instances that I did a cover of a song when I was still, starting. Of course, I had this mindset na, okay, I have to make it at least as good as the original or better than the original. So I ended up making some of the songs sound different already. So that's one thing that singers should always consider. Number one, you have to respect the song. You have to respect. It's a work of art. It's something that the composer or the writer spent so much time working on, and for you to just play around with it and chop it all up, that's disrespectful. All right. So I've learned, because before I would, okay, I'm Jed Madela, I'm gonna beat it this song all the way. So this certain song would be a love song that's like caressing your face, and like it has to be that attack, right? But then since I'm Jed Madela, I'm gonna sing it up there, and then
Yeah.
it kind of lost its essence. It kind of
I
lost
see.
its the beauty of the song. You have to learn that songs do not have, they don't become good because binirit mo siya. Same
Yes.
thing with a singer. You're not considered a good singer automatic kung biritera ka o biritero. It has to sound pleasing. It has to, it has to hit somebody. It has to
Right,
really
right.
attach itself to somebody. So when you for me, when you do a cover, study the song. Study the song.
Of course.
Be a very responsible artist. Know the meaning behind the song. Why did the artist write this song? And work from there. Because there were times that I did this cover of a song. Siyempre, Pakitang Gilas.
Of course.
Everybody knows Mr. Jose Marichan.
Of
He
course,
made,
of course.
he made me revive one of his Christmas songs, Perfect Christmas. And of course, syempre, Pakitang Gilas si Jed Madela. Ganun, ganun. And then I made him hear it, and he was like, can we record it again? Can we just
Yeah.
bring it down a bit? This is Christmas. It's happy. It's like
Mhm.
think family, gathering of friends and family. Hindi ito contest. So it's something like that. You have
Yeah.
to research. It's not about you. It's not about you all
Mhm.
the time. It has to
That's
be
true.
the general image of the song. So ayun, I learned my lesson, and now I know where to beat it and not to beat it. Yeah,
That's good. That's good. So, like, as I said, more people are learning. We're learning right now. So,
yes.
in terms of like a lot of your songs you've done for years, like some you do in multiple concerts and stuff. Do you find the meanings of your songs growing with you as your career progresses and as more of life happens to you?
Oh yeah, it does. Because there are songs that, the first time I sang certain songs, I would sing certain songs in a way that I would just learn it because it's the uso song, or it's just, it's a
Mm-hmm.
song that I should, promote.
Right, right.
That's the time that I'm like very technical about it. I'm like very planned and very, naka dinumero. But as time goes by, I guess, through the experiences that we go through, madidiscover mo yung mga songs that you used to sing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it would, singing it before would make you feel sad, for example. But then once you experience something and then you sing that song again, that certain sadness becomes more intense. It's
Mm-hmm.
either it becomes more intense or it becomes, just very shallow. So it depends on
Yeah,
your
yeah.
your your experiences. The more experiences you encounter, I think the songs that you do would change in time.
Right. Life experience really gives songs new color because like you
That's
can
true.
right, you can tell when someone's like, okay, at this point in this person's life, this song was like happy. And now at this point, it's become sentimental because of all the life that's happened in between.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Like for
right?
example, there's a song about friendship.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Of course, when you're in high school or when you're young, friendship is always happy, fun,
It's
road
loud.
trips. It's loud
Yeah.
going on road trips
Mm-hmm.
and happy. But then eventually as you grow older, and you experience a lot of things, the same song about friendship will always be it transforms into something
Right.
else. That noisy, happy song about friendship changes into a song of appreciation, and I'm
Yeah.
thankful that I have friends like you,
Mm-hmm.
who never leave me, and you're always there for me. But then before it was like, yeah, let's party,
Yeah.
come on, let's go on road trips. So it kind of changes. One
It
example,
does.
yeah.
It really does. Now, I want to ask you about Iconic, the album that you did a few years ago where it was a surprise. Like, what made you
Yes,
decide to make it a surprise? That was quite the move.
I know. You know, in the industry kasi, you really have to have paandar or
Yes, of
pasabog.
course. That was a
Laging
literal
ganun eh.
pasabog.
Pasabog, yeah. And people knew that I was recording an album, but they did not know what kind of album I was
Yes.
recording.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we didn't, announce when we were going to release the album,
Mm-hmm.
or it was actually very intentional. Like, let's just record an album, and when the time is right, let's release it. So one day, when the album was already finished, we didn't release it on the spot.
Yeah.
Wala lang. Star Music, they waited for my go signal. They waited for my go
Yeah,
signal. So I
yeah.
was like, I called my producer, Jonathan Manalo. I was like, oh, sige na John, release mo na lahat. He released it on Spotify and then surprise, ganon. And then it became an in thing after that.
Yeah.
I don't want to claim that I started it, but after releasing Iconic, there were a couple albums also that were released as a surprise drop. So may mga pasabog tayo minsan, like people are
Yeah.
looking forward for a project or an album, and then here you go. Gusto niyo ng album? Oh, ayan, album
There you
ready.
go.
Yeah.
No
so,
warning. It was just boop.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the concept was really true to form that people knew me as Jed Madela, the Biritero. So
Right.
let's give them all
The Birit.
songs of all the Birit legends like
Mhm.
Mariah, there was Whitney, and there was the older ones like Gloria Estefan. We had Celine Dion, and like ayun, binigay ko sa inyo lahat ng gusto niyo. Oh, ayan. So, sometimes you really have to consider what the people want as well.
Of course, of course. And I think it's very you that it was a surprise. And like, yes, I'm pretty sure you were the one that started that trend here, at least to my knowledge.
Sana. I
surprise.
enjoy doing that. Like, mga pauso na covers ng album, pauso
Yeah.
na music videos. Isa sa mga one person that I really admire when it comes to stuff like that is Regine Velasquez. She
course,
starts
of
trends. She starts things that people go crazy about. So actually yung Birit, siya din yung nagsimula niyan, di ba? I mean,
Right,
siya
right.
nagpauso. I mean, there were a lot of biriteras, but then there's a certain magic when it comes to Regine's
That's so true.
belting. So, I admire her so much as an artist because she paves the way for a lot of artists.
Right, right. And I love it when artists from before us do that. Like, you guys have started so much. You know the meme, like, you ran so that all of us could walk.
That's so
And
nice.
I think
yeah.
every generation sees that. Like, you guys went through so much, especially now you see how different it was. Like you said, establishing yourself in the industry 20 years ago is different from now because now
Mhm.
there's the presence of social media. Not that it makes it easier, but it makes it different. So
Yeah, and there's
yeah.
this thing called like endorsement. Like for example, like
Yes, yes.
guys, I'm gonna just announce something. I saw this person on TikTok. Check him out. He's amazing.
Yes,
And
exactly.
then there you go. So that's one thing that that's a different approach because when I was
Mhm.
starting, that's what also the seniors did for me, like Lani Misalucha, Regine Velasquez, Gary V, Martin Rivera. They would invite this nobody, this newbie provinciano who does not have any following yet, to be a guest in their
Right.
concerts. So, in one way or another, I am very, very thankful
course,
for
of
these
course.
artists who I never realized that I would be, friends with them.
Yeah.
Iniidolo ko lang to. I just see
Yeah.
them on TV. I just listen to them on the radio. And now I'm friends with them. They invite me for dinner. We hang out.
You
Like
guys
Alea
have-
Salonga
yeah.
hanging out with a Jed Madela. It's like I never imagined something like that. So in one way or another, that's also my way of giving back in a different approach, like endorsing new artists, inviting them to do collaborations on YouTube, or doing duets or collaborating on social media. And I think in one way or another, you kind of use your platform to bring
That's right.
in all these new artists para mapansin din sila.
That's so true. So now on that note, let's talk about your upcoming concert. Tell us
Yay!
Yay! Tell us the name. Tell us what we'll expect.
All right. The concert is entitled Here and Now. And the tagline is Your Story, His Music. Something like that.
Yeah.
So I will be, this people normally ask me what makes this concert different from your previous concerts. Wala. It's all songs pa rin. Ganun pa rin. No, but it's basically, when I do a concert, for me particularly, I am the storyteller for that night.
You are. Mhm.
So the previous concerts that I did, I tell my story. I tell my story, my journey as an artist, as a new artist. But this time, I want to tell the story of people I've met during my yeah, parang yung mga taong na nakasalubong ko during the 20 years in my life. Like example, the very viral Forevermore on TikTok. Yung mga, di ba yung sumusundo sa airport. It's a very simple concept na wala naman niyang it doesn't have any connection to the song because Forevermore is like, it's a different story, but then it became viral because one person just loved the song.
The song.
Ginamit niya sa pagsundo niya sa kanyang boyfriend na foreigner. And it just blew up and people use it as the theme song of the magjowa na nagsusunduan sa airport, di ba? So,
yes.
Their story, my music. So, that's what we were thinking about when we made the lineup of the songs. We want songs that, alam mo yung feeling na when you watch a concert, uy, theme song ko yan.
Yeah.
Uy, kwento ko yan. And then you go to your streaming platform and then you listen to it. Ay, ang sarap. Eto na, theme song ko na to. So that's my goal. To remind people that these songs are stories that, the original singer or the composer created based on an experience which, maybe you have experienced. Kaya gusto ko silang ibalik yung mga kantang to.
Nice.
So yun, Here and Now, it's going to be on the 10th of December. It's a Sunday. Maiba naman, di ba? Family day.
Yes.
We hate Friday traffic. They don't like
course.
Friday traffic. Yeah. You always miss the opening of a concert pag late ka. Right? Aminin nyo yan, guys. Pag Biyernes ang concert, palaging hindi nyo naaabutan yung opening. Yun pa naman yung minsan talagang grand opening, di ba? So, sayang, di ba? So, we made it a Sunday since everybody's out on a Sunday, hindi masyadong traffic, and it's a family, parang gathering. So, so from nanay, tatay, and the kids, the lolos and lolas, they will have songs in my lineup that they will appreciate, na mag-enjoy silang lahat. So, ayun, I'm excited because hands-on talaga ako sa concert ko na to. Well, hands-on naman ako sa previous, but now it's really literally hands-on.
Yes.
Pinakikialaman ko lahat. I would message your dad all the time.
Yes.
Sir, gusto ko to. Pwede ba ganito? So, and I think that's how a concert should be. I really feel sad sa mga singers or artists who get spoon-fed. Na, eto yung uso, kailangan eto yung gawin mo. No. You have to sing what you want to sing. Share a part of you to the audience, di ba? So, yun. And I'm happy that I'm really, really blessed that I'm working with people now who want my vision to come to life. Yung hindi sila nagdidikta. Ayan. So, I'm happy. Very happy and excited.
To add to what you said, because I know the set list, I know that it's very you. And like you said, there is something for everybody. At least one song that'll make you say, oh, that's my jam. That's my theme song, right? So, a lot to look forward to, you guys. Where can people find tickets?
Well, the tickets are going to be released pretty soon at Ticket World. And just check out all the social media accounts. My social media accounts, I'm crazy posting everything. Yeah, so... I'm very excited. I think you can also message Mad Creatives 0917-522-3873 and you guys can reserve your tickets there because I think Ticket World is going to be releasing the next batch of tickets pretty soon and ang dami na. I'm very happy. The tickets are very fast moving. So salamat, maraming salamat. I promise I'm gonna do a beautiful concert for all of you. And kaya please block the date, invite your family and friends, make it a date for your loved ones, and celebrate my 20 years here and now at the theater at Soler on December 10th.
Right. So everybody stay tuned for that. Check out his socials to make sure that you don't miss your chance to get tickets. So I'm looking forward to that. And I know that a lot of people will be as well. But before we go, something you said, like, hit me. So you said like you were very hands-on in the production of this concert and making it happen in the concept that you wanted to execute and everything. And of course, you have collaborators who made this happen. You have my dad, the musical director, and then you have a
Yes.
director. So the three of you, if you had three separate visions, clearly you all combined make it this one thing. So when you collaborate with other artists, how do you make sure that the collaboration and like everything stays healthy? Like your
Mhm.
vision is executed, everybody's vision is executed. Sometimes you butt heads. How do you keep it all healthy?
Okay. What you know what with things like this, it's always a risk. It's always a
Of
risk,
course.
especially when you deal with artists.
Mm-hmm.
Artists have extreme emotions and very sensitive egos sometimes, right? So um it's a risk. It's a risk. But you know, sometimes I'm just so blessed. I'm just so blessed that
Nice.
I get to work with people. I guess it's also how you've established yourself in the industry. You know, if you've
Mm-hmm.
established yourself with respect, people will respect you.
Right.
And
That's true.
if you give your own opinion, they will respect your opinion or your suggestion, but at the same time you also should listen to what they can, you know, they can suggest or they can give
That's true.
to the they put on the table, right? So like with your dad, he has certain ideas,
Mm-hmm.
and of course there are certain artists na ay ayoko niyan. May ganun sila ang ibang artist, but you have to be open. Communication is
course.
very important. That's why nagkukulitan kami ng dad mo, like whenever he would say na, Sir Jed, I sent you the study. And I'm like, Sir, pwede ba tanggalin lang natin tong part? Sige, 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 try natin. There's no, you know, risk in trying, di ba? I mean, like,
Of course.
if it works, then good. If it doesn't work, then let's stick to the one that works, right? So that's
course, of
why it's a collaborative work. You have to be open. Let's try it out. If it doesn't work, then let's move on to the next idea. The same thing with Direct Floy. Floy Quintos is our director, and he is an amazing director, very creative. The sometimes lumalagpas siya sa langit yung kanyang mga ideas. Na, Direk, singer po ako, hindi po ako dancer. Ganon, minsan. So sinasabi ko sa kanya, Direk, I cannot dance. Please don't make me dance. So, you know, that's the beauty of working with artists, because there's so much creativity. It just, you know, it depends on how you deal with it and how you accept it and how you know, exchange the ideas, right? So, you listen. Wag mo nang i-cut ka agad na, ayoko niyan. Listen, be open, and then, okay, sige, try ko. Direct ang pangit. Hindi talaga ang pangit kung sumayaw, wag na. Ganon, di ba? At least you tried. So that's the beauty of rehearsals. That's the beauty of brainstorming. Yeah, that's important talaga in any project. Brainstorming is important, and being open and being you know, respectful is important. Kaya I think that's why people I work with, it works, because you know, we respect each other's artistry, we respect each other's ideas, and again, if it works, good. If not, move on to the next idea. Yun lang.
Right. So I know that the three of you are a good team, and it's going to be a good show, because I know that the three of you, like, all of you are focused on putting on a good show, and all of you listen to each other, and as you said, communicate well. So that's very exciting.
Yes, very much. And we always there's a lot of things to consider, because when you do a concert, you have to consider the artist, like the artist performing on stage. It has to be, you know, the artist has to feel comfortable of the songs that, you know, he or she is supposed to sing, what he or she is supposed to do on stage. And that's also the responsibility of the director or the producer to you know, put it into, you know, not everybody is comfortable in their place. So there's a lot of things to consider. Of course, the creativity of the director, the creativity of the musical director, the vision of each artist. So again, communication is important, and kaya nga kami parang hindi madali mag-put up ng isang concert. Hindi madali mag-put up ng isang project, because you don't know how much brains are being picked during that moment that the brainstorming is happening. So that's the exciting part of a concert, always the brainstorming. And when you see it come to life on stage, ang sarap ng feeling. Parang fulfilled ka as an artist. Everything was worth it.
I'm sure. So audience, be part of the magic. Watch the concert on December 10th.
Yes, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna dance. Don't
Yes,
worry, I'm not
yeah,
gonna dance.
that was already a spoiler you gave us. You're not gonna dance. So okay, we'll
Yeah.
accept it. We'll
Hindi, kasi
accept it
baka
na.
ano, may iba na hala, sasayaw siya, wag na lang tayo manood. Baka ganon. So, guys, no.
Okay.
Alright.
Got it. Got it. No dancing. But you'll come in Jungkook style euphoria.
Oh my gosh. That's also my dream. Wow. Pero ang pinaka-dream ko is to dance na ano, yung pinaka-front liner ko ang abs ko. Grabe.
Yes.
Pero
Okay.
feeling ko matagal-tagal pa yun. Oo. Grabe sila. So, love sila ni Lord. Ayun.
That's something we'll look forward to in the future. You'll do that Jungkook challenge you just showed me, and I'll be like, okay, he's living the dream. He got it. He did it. He made it.
Yeah, hopefully. And then sana may career pa ako after ko gawin yun.
You will. You will. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
No, but guys, eto lang masasabi ko, dream big. You know, just
Yes.
sometimes it's just nice and funny to listen to, you know, conversations like this, but sometimes these dreams, sometimes they sound funny, parang pa-joke time lang, but you know, it happens. You know, like
Yes,
me,
so
you would
true.
never, I didn't even expect me to become a singer na Jed Madela after 20 years andito pa rin. Diba? Just dream big, libre namang mangarap.
Exactly.
So, you know, wala din bayad, mangarap. Diba? And it all depends on you if you want to make that dream happen. So, yun.
Right, right. You know, sometimes, because you said, like, sometimes it sounds funny like this, like we're joking around, but then, like, I noticed that sometimes it's when you joke around that it actually comes true. Like, you say something funny, and then all of a sudden, like, a few days later, you're like, wait a minute, I was just joking about this, like, the other day, and then now
it
it's
happened.
here, it happened. So,
Yeah. Kasi minsan si Lord playtime din yan eh.
exactly.
Diba? Playtime din yan siya. And he makes things happen in the most unexpected ways, in the most unusual ways na, you know, mapapailing ka na lang na grabe ka, Lord. Iba ka talaga. Iba yung plano mo talaga. Kaya Lord, magko-collaborate na kami ng BTS, please.
Me too. One collab
Diba?
each.
Dreaming big, diba?
Yeah. Super, super. I mean, like, we think it's far-flung, but like we said, because we joked about it, it's out in the universe, and
yeah.
You never know. You never know.
Umabot sa hype, diba? Sa big hit.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe we should DM this episode. You should DM this episode to RM.
Yeah,
So
let's
you'll be like,
tag everybody. Diba? The more we
For
tag,
sure.
the more chances of winning.
Right, right. Even just a heart emoji, okay na. Let's go.
Right? Yeah, diba? Again,
Alright.
dream big, guys. Dream big. Come on.
Dream big. So, okay. Parting words for the audience. Not yet your goodbye, but like for the college students, as I said, the ones who are just entering, the ones about to go out into the workforce. From all of your years in your career, what's one lesson that you think is very important for that 19-year-old or that 24-year-old to know?
Don't be in a hurry. Do not rush yourself. Kasi pag, you know, youth is something that is very fast. It's gonna disappear in a snap. People like me, we wish that, you know, I enjoyed more. Although I enjoyed naman my youth, but I was too shy. I was a very shy person, and I was too hard on myself that I have to be perfect in everything I do. I have to achieve this. I have to not disappoint my parents. Ang dami kong iniisip when I was younger. Of course, it's okay. It's good to have those guidelines, but ang masasabi ko lang, do not be too hard on yourself. Do not pressure yourself too much. If you fail, it's okay. It's okay to fail. Do not give up, because I notice nowadays kasi the young ones, when they fail, they feel like this is the end of the world.
Yes,
No,
yes.
no, guys, no. It's not the end of the world. It's just, you know, the beginning. It's like it's a moment that's going to guide you to something else. Maybe it's not for you. That's why it didn't work. So again, do not be hard on yourself. Enjoy every step of the way. Enjoy everything that you learn at every step of the way, because these are the things that are more important in life, the things that you learn. And when you learn, yung mga magpagkakamali ninyo, huwag nyo nang ulitin. Diba? So, yeah, yun lang. Enjoy life.
Enjoy life, yes. And you're right. Every mistake is still a step. It's still a learning experience, and that means it's still part of your journey.
Yes, yes. And don't forget, guys, love yourself. Love yourself.
Love yourself.
Yeah, you see what
Love
I did
yourself.
there.
I saw what you did there.
No, but really, sometimes I don't know. I guess it's human nature, especially for like in my case, I conform to everybody. I want people to be happy. I want everybody to be satisfied, but sometimes I end up forgetting what I really want, right? So
Right.
it's okay to be giving, but you have to know your limits as well. Um, love yourself. Unahin mo sarili mo. That's not being selfish. It's how it's supposed to be. Love
Yes,
yourself.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so I don't know if you see this, but in the system chat, our station manager said, tag na ba natin sa comment section? Yes.
Yes.
Do it. Tag
Everybody,
BTS.
tag nyo
Yep.
na BTS, Hype, Big Hit,
Yeah.
lahat-lahat na.
Producer
Yung pito.
Bang. Everyone,
Yes.
everyone, let's go.
Oo.
Yeah, okay, so all right, time flies. It's 6 o'clock already.
Oh,
So
no.
I know, right? So
I
before
had so much
yeah,
fun. I had
I
so
had
much
so
fun.
much fun too. And I know that if we fangirled a little bit more, we'd be here till midnight. So
I know.
we spared the audience. But sige, so I'm just going to thank a few people first. After that, the floor is yours. And then once the live closes, we'll take a picture. So yes, so thank you. This was so fun. All right. Now, as I said before we say goodbye to our audience and our guests, please allow me to thank a few people first because this has been New Wave. Thank you to Teo for that idea of tagging and, of course, for handling the broadcast, to Sir Justin for the behind-the-scenes support, and Layla for helping out behind the scenes. Thank you to Miss Flor for helping us put this episode together. Now, don't miss out. Follow me on Instagram at Hannah Maxine Cruz and on Twitter at Maxine Cruz _. Sorry, I forgot that Twitter is now called X. Same thing, so follow me to see what's
it's
up.
hard, right?
I'm still not used to it. Okay, for a replay, so catch the replay on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM's Facebook page, YouTube, and I always say this Twitter live, but I think it's called X Live now, but that sounds weird. So Twitter Live, all of which go by at Radyo Katipunan. So don't forget that you can also listen to this episode and many more as a podcast on Spotify under the name New Wave. But most of all, of course, super thank you to our guest, Mr. Jed Madela, for making time for us. I know how busy you were this week and you were here fangirling, giving us life lessons. So thank you so much. Bora, hey, the floor is yours to say anything you want.
Thank you so much. Max, thank you so much. Amazing, amazing conversation. And of course, thank you to your dad, Sir Gino. I will see you very, very soon. We have rehearsal soon. Ayun. And also, I just want to make I just want to make a huge shout out to my team, Mad Creatives. Of course, si Flor, Therese, and Tong. Thank you so much, guys. They are my rock. Wow, they are my rock.
Wow.
And it's pretty difficult. It's pretty difficult, juggling schedules and things to do. But if you have a team who has the heart and they love you, it kind of flows really, really smoothly. So thank you to Mad Creatives, John Ray. Thank you so much as well. And to everybody watching, maraming salamat. Again, I'd like to invite everybody to please do come and watch my concert here and now, the 20th anniversary concert at the theater at Soler. December 10, 2023. The tickets are gonna be released pretty soon at Ticket World. So sana po, makita-kita po tayo. Ayan. And don't forget to watch Tawag ng Tanghalan sa Showtime and ASAP as well. And ayun, follow me on all my social media accounts at yun, sa mga live ko din, magkantahan tayo and mag-exchange ng ideas. I really love, listening to your thoughts as well and exchanging conversations. Ayan. You get to learn a lot.
You do. You
just
really
like today.
do.
Just like
Yeah,
today.
exactly.
I learned a lot. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So thank you to everybody in our audience. We'll see you again next week. Once again, I'm Max, and when it comes to what's happening, I'll serve you the facts. And this has been New Wave. Happy November.
Bye.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention?
If it's entertainment you crave, catch us on New Wave. Surfing through the latest on our shores.
New Wave.
Every Wednesday from 5 to 6 p.m.
New Wave.
See you there.